No? Oh,
Yeah.
now. Yes. Go. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. And today you're going to have this amazing intro about 7 steps that have changed lives. And yeah, so Sasha, be
So
great.
thank you, Miss Lorena. Thank you, Miss Lorena, for inspiring me to do this. And
Yeah.
we also have another Dr. Shubhra, who is also a 7 Steps to Flawless Communication teacher. And we're the two doctors in India who are the 7 Steps to Flawless Communication teachers. How did we get so lucky? What else is possible? And well, okay, so the 7 Steps to Flawless Communication. What the hell are they? What is it? How did it come about? And yeah, where can we go? So basically, if you've all heard of Miss Cass Thomas, she's this amazing, amazing woman from Boston who's now currently living in Italy, in Rome. And she joined Access Consciousness, and then she started to do her work, and she was working as a facilitator. And one day this book kind of hit her. And then came in the 7 steps, because, and this is the book for all of y'all to see. It is not a very big book. It's a really tiny book, and it's a very difficult book, as Cass would say. Oh my God, look how tough it is to read this book. It's like so difficult. Oh my goodness. But this book has been a huge gift in my own life, because I'm a medical doctor from India, from Mumbai, India. And I've always had a very difficult time communicating with people. And effective communication, oh, hells no, that ain't gonna happen. Because I mean, the downloads for me and with communication would be really, really difficult. And then when I met Cass and I saw the ease that Cass has with like people and beings and what she invites you all to, it was just like, damn, I'll have that. I was like, and I went for a book launch in Mumbai last year with her, and I found the 7 steps. And I bought the book, I read the book, and then I attended a 7 steps to flawless communication explosion class. That's a 2 day class, and it was live, and it changed my life. It changed the way I started to communicate with me. It changed the way I started to look at things in my life. It changed the way I looked at the world, my business, finances, relationships, everything fucking changed. It was great. And I mean, these are like really simple, easy 7 steps. And if you were to look at the application of it in your life and what you can create with it, I wonder what magic can you unlock for you and the world. So before any further ado, I'm going to dive deep into what these steps are. So okay, so we often do not know who we are, and most of us are not even present or have a connection to ourselves, yet alone being able to communicate effectively with another person. And then, you go into this whole like, oh my God, this person is like this and I can't deal with this. And how can this person be like this? And, they're wrong and I'm good, and I'm bad and they're wrong, and all that trauma and drama that we're so used to living. What if it could be different? What if you could connect to you from the truth of you, from a space that you haven't even begun to explore? And what if you recognized that you, as your uniqueness, is valuable? So the 7 steps kind of introduces you, cajoles you, invites you to connect to you from a very, very uniquely different space where you can always be connected to you, and you can always have your reality, your ability, your creativity, your magic out in the world as a part of your living, and use that in every area of your life. Use that to in your finances, with your relationships, with your body, with business, with anything and everything, with the earth, with the universe. I mean, if you looked at everything from when you were a child, you've been communicating pretty much all your life. Have you acknowledged that you have been communicating with everything and everyone since you were a child? For some of you, it's a yes, and for some of you, it's a no. Well, what if you were to begin that journey of acknowledging that you actually know what communication is and it's different for everyone? It isn't the same. What might be true for me may not necessarily be true for you. But how do you know that? How do you get connected to you? How do you recognize what your magic is? And that brings me to step one, which is show me the magic. So, this is a question that is step one from the 7 steps. And it's step one, which is show me the magic. Universe, show me the magic. Okay, so what I'd like you guys to do, okay, is because yeah, this is an intro, but I don't do intros. I dive deep. I always dive deep. That's just who I am. It's a personality defect if you consider it that way. Okay, I chose to be a doctor because I dived deep into medicine, and I dived deep into surgery, and I was like, okay, this shit done work. What else is possible? And then I found access, and then I found the 7 steps, and I was like, damn, what the wow, the world can be different. And what's available to us can be so much more fun. Are you kidding me? There's so much joy available, and people are like stuck. I mean, how do I contribute to that changing? So, with this journey, I started using this tool, the first tool, the 7 steps, which is show me your magic. And what is show me your magic? So, show me your magic is this, what is magic? What do you know about magic? What do each and every one of you know about magic that you haven't acknowledged? Are you willing to show your magic to the world? Are you willing to invite other people to show their magic to the world and to you? Are you willing to ask the earth to show you its magic? Are you willing to ask the universe to show you its magic? Or do you believe it's all airy fairy? Do you believe that it doesn't exist? Do you believe that, oh, right, this doctor's come on and she's talking about these things and she thinks she knows what she's talking about. And she's just like, okay, she's just taking us on a journey. I'm not only taking you on a journey, I'm trying to invite you to look at something different, something you have never looked at before. Would you be willing? Would you be interested? Would you be willing to just flow with it and see what it creates? Are you willing to recognize that there is magic in everything and everyone? How different would your life be if you recognize the magic in every moment, from the moment you woke up to the moment you slept and throughout your sleep? And like every moment could just be magical. Wow, for some of y'all, that's like, no, there's so much. No, it's but like COVID and trauma and drama. So, for those of you who don't know, I was a COVID frontline doctor for a while in Mumbai when the city of Mumbai was in total lockdown. And I was in the thick of it, in the midst of it. And I used the 7 steps to flawless communication, not only to communicate with the doctors I was working with, but to invite them to a space of joy and ease as well. And boy, did it work out in my favor because I had a lot of fun. And I exposed a lot of lies that I'm aware of, but that's a different conversation. But my point is, if you were to begin to ask this question, show me the magic. Show me the magic. Universe, show me the magic. Body, show me the magic. Hey, magic, show me your magic. What is possible for you that you haven't even considered can be possible by just using this one question? And that's just step one. So, yes. And oh, by the way, if you guys have any questions throughout this, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask. Your questions is what gives me momentum to then answer it. And then, the call goes where the call goes. So please ask a question. Always, always ask a question. So, your first question for the day is show me the magic. So, I can give you like practical examples of this from my own world. When I first started doing the 7 steps, I was like, I knew what this could create. I knew what this is doing for me, and I started to just use it and see what it did. Because I mean, you give me a tool, but if I don't do anything with it, it's just going to be lying around, sitting and gathering dust. So I started to actively use it in my communications with everything. So I started to ask my business to show me its magic. I started to ask, not like verbally ask people, but if you all realize, we're highly communicative just by being telepathic or psychic, if you would call it that. And in my conversations with different people, different beings, I would just ask the question and go like, show me your magic. What's your magic? Show me your magic. And I would notice how it would bring that out in them. And then I started to use that with everything in my life. Literally, even my cup of coffee in the morning, I'm like, show me your magic. I need to wake up. Oh my goodness, I need to wake up. Dude, you need to show me your magic right now because I got work to do. It was insane. But yeah, it works. And what if you were willing to recognize your own magic? How many of y'all believe that you are not magical? And how many of you think that magic is something outside of you? How many of you assume that magic is only in the books, only in the movies, only in Harry Potter or Lord of the Rings or some other fantasy world that you've created? But what if magic was something as simple as joy? Something as simple as something showing up when you ask for it? Something as simple as your body communicating with you? Something as simple as the earth communicating with you? So, step one is show me your magic. So, then you go into, so fine, step one, show me your magic. Play with it, see what shows up. You know, that's how this works. Play with it, see what shows up. Play with it, see what shows up. Phase one is about connecting. Okay. We think that we are separate. And the one line I love about the 7 steps is that there is so much more that unites us than separates us. So, where do you guys think that you are separate from the whole world, from the earth, from your body, from your living? Where have you decided that, there is this, and of course, I mean, we live in this world where separation is so innate, right? Oh, you're a woman, oh, you're a man, oh, you come from this culture, oh, you're from this country. And then you find there are like 10,000 billion reasons and justifications for why you could make something separate, for why you can create this idea that separation needs to exist or even does exist. But what you're doing is, if you have to separate from anything, you have to first do it with you. And that is something that not many people recognize. And when you separate from you, when you separate yourself from yourself, do you have you? Can you talk from you? Can you speak the truth of you? Can you even communicate with yourself? Does that work? Some questions to ask, just saying. So, the next step, which is step two, which is one of my favorite steps, and I have recently started to tap into this, and oh my goodness, is it good? It's called Talk to Your Body. So, how many of y'all have acknowledged that y'all have a body? Do you have a body? Is this like just a flesh suit, or do you acknowledge that you have a body? And there are two doctors here, so we can talk about bodies all day, like, and we can talk about the disease aspect of it, we can talk about mental health, we can talk about physical health, we can talk about cellular structures, we can talk about whatever, the everything in medicine. Yeah, we're scoring, we know, we got that stuff down to a fine science. But have you guys ever spoken to your body? Have you been willing to tap into what your body knows? Have you been willing to look at your body and recognize that it's not just a flesh suit? Your body is magic, literally. The only problem is you get in the way. We like to get in the way of things, we like to get in the way of everything basically. Oh, I'd like to create $1 billion. Nah, I'm not gonna have it. It's too difficult, or it's too much, or whatever. We get in our own way. We're our biggest enemies and our greatest friend. You know who's an even greater friend? Your body. Your body does never ever said no to you. You keep saying no to it. It'll never say no to you. So, right now, I'll invite all of y'all, okay? If you can, put your feet on the ground. Ah, all the bodies are coming alive. Yeah, yes, bodies, come alive. Come on, you can do this. You got this. Bodies are great. Bodies have an expression of their own. Bodies like you. Do you like it? Is the question. Do you like your body? So put your feet on the ground and get a sense of your feet. Get a sense of your toes. Get a sense of your feet. Get a sense of your ankles. You guys can close your eyes for this if you'd like. Put your hand on your thymus and on your solar plexus, or on your pulse, or any part of your body. And just say, "Hi, body. Hi, body." And don't go into your mind to think. Learn to listen. Hi, body. Communication is a two-way street. It isn't a one-way street. When you ask, you have to be willing to listen and receive. And it never shows up the way you think it's going to. Hi, body. Hi, body. Body, I has the dumb. I have no idea how to communicate with you. Could you show me? Could you please show me how to communicate with you? Could you please talk to me? Would you be willing to recognize that I haven't been educated on how to even recognize that you can communicate, yet alone receive it? Well, what if that could change now? Hi, body. So, for some of you, there's intensity. For some of you, there is a breath. For some of you, it might be a cool breeze against your body. For some of you, your whole body might start tingling. Let it. Would you be willing to let it? Would you be willing to receive with your body? Lorena's yawning. Ah, she's connecting to her body. How cool. Your body is it's your best friend. It does everything with you. It eats the food you give it. It has sex with people. You don't. It is the one who puts clothes on. It is the one who gets up in the morning and goes to work. It has the ability to sleep and to relax. So, were you not willing to tap into what your body knows and just begin the conversation, begin the communication, start with the communication? Hi, body. Now, if you were to go a little bit deeper, how do you receive from the body? Does receiving from the body look like what you think it looks like? Nope, never does. It's like asking a baby to speak words, like a newborn baby, and you're telling the newborn baby, "Listen, I can't understand you. Please speak. Come on, speak. You should speak. You should have learned by now." And that's how all of you guys were treated. You should have learned by now. You should have learned by now. Oh my God, you should have learned by now. Communicating with your body can literally open doors for you that you may not have recognized that you were asking to open. and it can open up so many things in your world, all the stuck places, all the aches and pains. Medicine will tell you that when you have a pain, it's what do you call that? Oh, you're wrong, you're bad for having it, you're now diseased. No, that's not true. None of that's true. Your body is highly aware of everything around it. And if you were to begin that communication with your body, you wouldn't recognize just how aware you actually are. Too scary. So much magic. No, how could you? Give it a try. Hi, body. Hi, body. You're alive. You have a body. You guys came in bodies. Acknowledge your body. Ask your body to show you how to communicate with you. And be kind to you. It never looks the same way, ever. So, step number 2, talk to your body. Your body can also give you answers. Like it's an energetic answer. It's not really a direct, sometimes it's verbal. If you keep playing with this, it'll show up in different ways and you have to just go with your knowing. But a great tool and a great example is you can hold, like, okay, so I have the first thing I have is like this glass. So you can hold this glass of like this glass and you can close your eyes and tell your body, okay, I'm holding a glass. And then don't go to your head, listen. Listen to your body. Perceive what occurs with the body when you tell it that you're holding a glass. Perceive your body when you tell it you're holding a glass of water with water in it. And then ask, perceive, ask, perceive. And then try it with, okay, body, I'm holding an elephant. Perceive. Body, I'm holding a pen. And perceive. Body, I'm holding a book. Perceive. Body, I'm holding a glass of water. And perceive. This is an exercise that you can use to start to recognize that your body knows how to communicate with you. You just haven't tapped into that just yet. So consider this your body's invitation to you to begin that communication with your body. That's step number 2. Communicate, talk to your body. And guys, if you started to talk to your body every day, I try it. I'm going to say what it's going to create. I'm just going to ask you to try it and go and explore it because it can open up a whole universe of magic. So that's step 2, which is phase 1, which is connecting. So step 1, show me the magic. Step 2, talk to your body. Step 3, which is basically disconnecting. So this is the place where, okay, so we started off with connecting, and now we're going to disconnect from what is not really you. You go about your day, you do everything in your life, and you're working, you're taking care of your kids, you're taking care of your families, you're taking care of your house, your pets, and everything in your life. And there's no you, there's no time for you. So, you're gifting your energy to so many things and you're connected to those. At the end of the day, if you were to disconnect from what is not true for you, from these places where you think you have to maintain the connection to, and recognize, because once you disconnect, you can establish true connection from a more authentic space, from a more authentic you, if that is of any invitation or value to you. Like, so step number 3 is barriers down. So what are these barriers? Does anyone know what barriers are? I feel like I've just been monologuing for a while. Is everyone awake? Have I put them to sleep? Did you all relax into your body and pass out? Has that what has occurred?
It did for me. For some time, I didn't realize that I had to open my eyes because he took the glass and he said, "Close your eyes." I again went back to closing my eyes.
Oh man. Yeah, because I mean there is such a beautiful when you connect your body and when you allow yourself to relax, you won't have sleep problems. You'd be able to invite your body, you'd have more energy. You'd be able to function with more ease. The irritation that you go through on a day-to-day basis won't be as present as it normally is. There are so many things that can occur for you once you connect with your body. Your body is a great gift. Please use your body with you, work with your body. That's what I would suggest. Work with your body, not against or for your body. So magic, absolutely. So barriers. Okay, so step number 3 is barriers. So we had show me the magic, we had talk to your body, and now we have barriers. So, okay, barriers are these very interesting things. I find barriers like this was one of the key tools for me also to unlock a lot. Because barriers, like, okay, say you have a castle and you're the king, okay? And now you have like there's like this enemy front line outside your castle, and they're coming to attack you, and you have this big ass wall, but you're only one king in that castle. There are no other people in the castle, mind you. Okay, you're the only person in that castle, and you have like awesome things to enjoy in the castle and everything. But now these enemies want to come and attack your castle. Can you see the enemy coming from across that big wall? Can you see the attack happening from that big wall in front of you? Or do you have to go right to the top, stay there all day, every day, never enjoy your castle because you have to maintain and make sure that the enemy doesn't come and attack you? And then all your energy is spent in spending on that rooftop, looking, oh my God, the enemy's coming, I have to protect my castle. Oh my God, is the enemy's coming? I have to protect my castle. Oh my God, is the enemy coming? I have to protect my castle. So, how many of y'all live as though you require to be protected by these barriers? So, barriers are like thoughts, there are energetic barriers, there's stuff that, barriers can be very different in different ways. But more often than not, we maintain like these energetic barriers around us. And in order to protect us from this ongoing or this, we think that there's going to be an imminent attack. I mean, come on, in some lifetime or another, we've all been to war. We know what that's like. So we're kind of programmed that way, aren't we? Oh my God, this person might be unkind, let me put up a barrier on a wall to it, and I don't want to see that. Oh, this person is just judging me, oh my God, let me put up a barrier, I don't want to see that. Oh my God, this person is just happy. Ugh, barrier, don't want to see that. So it's not even like when you put up a barrier, you not only exclude the bad things, you also exclude the good things that want to come to you. You exclude everything from your life because you're trying to live in this much in a confinement. What if you were to live from vulnerability? What if you were to explore what living beyond barriers would be like? So, if I may invite you all to maybe lower the barriers just a bit. We will see whether they'd like to be lowered or not, and you can use this every day. So since most of y'all are off camera, I have no idea what positions y'all are in, or whether y'all are clothed or unclothed, or what's going on with you guys, whether y'all are present on the call, and I'm good with all of it. Like it's all good. But if you are
It's
sitting,
amazing.
thank you, Jivan. Thank you, Jivan. Okay, so let's do this barriers down exercise. Okay, all use all these tools in your life to create and generate for you, for your body, so you can have an easier time living in a pandemic world right now. Because hell, if I know we can use some ease in this time, right? I mean, everyone's freaking out. Trump and Biden, they're all, I mean, what's going on there? And then, like, there's like so much trauma and drama going on all across the world. What if you didn't have to live that way anymore? What if you didn't have to? You can look at the trauma and drama, you can acknowledge and go, like, Wow, there's so much trauma and drama. Great movie. Let's just write it down, sell the script, make a lot of money, and chill. What would you choose? That's just my interesting point of view. Anyway, so let's do the barriers down exercise. Okay, it's really simple and it's really easy, and it's about these energetic barriers that is, it's almost like an electrical charge around you. So what I'd invite you all to do is sit down or stand or wherever you are, just get present with your body. Now that we've connected to the body, we're going to disconnect from what's not true for us. So I'd invite you all to put your hands above your head and just slowly just bounce the energy just a little and perceive the energetic kind of density, kind of charge, kind of polarity, and just go like, hey, barriers. Hey, barriers, would you like to come down, please? Hey, barriers, would you like to come down, please? And it's okay. This exercise can get you to yawn. Some people cough. Some people just don't want to do it because it can be intense and it can be very, very rewarding as well. So ask the barriers, hey barriers, would you like to come down, please? Would you? Oh, you don't want to come down any more further than this? No? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? Would you like to come down, please? A little more? Just a little more? Just a little more? Thank you. Wow, there's like nice barriers, great barriers. Good job, barriers. You've done your job just for 5 seconds. Would you like to come down further? Would you like to come down further? And some more, and some more, and some more. Oh, oh, you came back up? Oh, great. Hi, hi, hi. It's okay. It's okay. Cool. Would you like to come down a little more? No? You're good? Good till here? That's it? That's all you want to come down to? Are you sure? Oh, thank you. Would you be willing to drop the barriers? To drop just for a minute. You can erect them up later, it's fine. What if this was the space you could explore what dropping your barriers would be? So ask them to go down and further down and further down and further down. And further down. Hey, barriers, come down. It's okay to come down. Did anyone notice anything different? Is there more space? Is there less mind chatter? I say that, you call it back up. Great job. You guys are great at creating. It's amazing. I acknowledge each and every one of you all as a great, potent creator. Ask the barriers to come down. And further down. And further down. And further down. Pooja saying, yes, Mamta, lots of space and a light feeling. Yeah. Yeah, would you be willing to live your life without barriers? And it's okay if they come up sometimes. Sometimes in communication, we require those barriers because not everyone is willing to communicate with you when you don't have barriers up around you. It is difficult for them to communicate with you when you have those barriers around you. And for some people, it's difficult to communicate when they're up. So it is about the recognition and using these barriers to your advantage. No thoughts. Yeah. Ready to receive without judgment. Yes.
It's so interesting. I was so cozy with my barriers that when the barriers went down, I actually felt cold. Oh my God, no barriers. And I thought, okay, maybe one time is a fluke, but second time also, third time also, and I'm feeling like, ooh.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah, it's this is so good. Like the first time that I did this exercise was when I did the first step, 7 step, and like how the things change, how their way that I use all the time in this. If I gonna meet someone, if I have a client, if everything in my home, sometimes I have someone thought, come on, load the bars, let me see what is happening here. And let's receive. Because one thing that is in conscience that when we do that, né, the load the bar is not bad. It's just like a kids. You need to talk with the bars all the time, the bars all the time to say no, it's okay. I mean, aware about this. I just would like your help now. It's really good. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
And
Thank you so
and
much.
you're welcome. And Shubhra, like how much of those barriers, once they came down and you were connected to your body, then your body was like, ooh, there is wind outside, it's cold. And you were able to connect from a very different space because there are
Yeah,
no.
so interestingly, yeah, when you were saying sometimes they're good. Sometimes you work with barriers, sometimes without barriers. It's like, yeah, I was cozy with the barriers.
You can't use everything to your advantage.
Oh,
Wow.
and nothing is a coincidence, né? And the first day that that was in that chapter of the book, I had like a little problem with one client, and I wasn't the way to meet this client. I was in my another job, and I started like load the bars. I was like, let's see if this works. And I start to load my bars, and they start to load the bars from the people that we're gonna see ahead. It was unbelievable that how I was expecting like, oh, we're gonna have like a big fight or thing like that. When I arrived there, at the end we were like laughing, talk about other things. It was like, and I said, oh my god, how it is now I fell in love.
Absolutely that, exactly that. Because, when people think that they're going to get into a fight with another person, oh my God, barriers down is such a great exercise. When you pull your barriers down, when another person, you can feel that anger come up, you can feel it. It's coming up, it's building, it's boiling, it's going to freaking explode out on you. And you just go like, barriers down, barriers down, barriers down, barriers down, barriers down, barriers down, because they expect you to put up that fight. And then when there is nothing to like fight with, they're like, wait, but Tico, it is flowing. Why it is flowing? It is not supposed to be flowing. It is supposed to be resisting. It is supposed to be wall. Where the wall? Where is the wall? And they melt. It melts their world because they don't no longer have to hold on to that hectic whatever it is that they're trying to hold on to. I remember I had just gotten done with a bars class, and I went and I spoke to the one of my participants' husband, and he was like this very intense person, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, this energy work and blah 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 doesn't work, yeah, whoa, all this." I was like, "Fine, okay," and I'm sitting down, and I can feel him trying to incite a reaction out of me, and I can feel it. It's happening. It's building. It's building. It's building. And I'm like, what's going on here? What do I require to do? Yay, Sandra, hands are tingling. Welcome to your body, girl. Enjoy it. Let it expand. Acknowledge it. How cool. So, like, this energy was just building and building and building and building with this dude. And I'm just like, this ain't gonna work. I don't need to like fight this. This is not who I am anymore. So I just like lowered all my barriers, received all of it. And this boy who was trying to pretend to be all macho man in front of me melted like a puppy. And I was like, hi, would you like to talk now? Would you be willing to speak from the truth of you? Not out loud, of course. And it just created a whole different space, and everything just flowed beautifully. Vulnerability, I truly believe this, vulnerability is your greatest strength, because then you are not hiding behind walls. You are not stopping yourself from receiving everything around you. You don't have barriers that are putting these things outside of you. You're willing to be present with everything without a point of view. And just go like, oh, cool. Oh, that exists. Oh, that exists. And so many times when you pull down your barriers, what you thought and what you assumed doesn't have to be the same anymore. It opens you up to a whole new universe, because you finally can see what's outside of the barrier. You finally begin to recognize what's available. Like you said, when people come into your house and you're like, let me see, then you lower the barriers to see, right? So it's a great tool. And if you lived by it, could you ever be stopped? Could anyone ever come at you and you wouldn't know about it? Does that make you small and pathetic and tiny, or does it make you highly effectively potent? Think about it. Superpower, yes. Totally. Then we go to step number 4. So step number 4 is about going beyond the veil. Now I really love this step. It's one of my favoriteest step, because I took a while getting to what this step is and recognizing the magic of this particular step. I mean, all the steps are great. I've recognized magics in all the steps, and still more is coming. So how does it get better than that? And going beyond the veil. So it's like we put on these masks, the mask of the daughter, the mask of the wife, the mask of the husband, the mask of the boyfriend, the mask of the girlfriend, the mask of the good girl, the mask of the bad girl, the mask of the businesswoman, the mask of the doctor, the mask of whatever that may be for you, the mask of the painter, the artist, the writer. And when you put on that mask, you think that that is you. So how many of you all believe that you are your profession, or believe that you are your, what do you call it? Like you are just a wife, or you're just a husband, or you're just a person who works, or whatever that may be for you, or just a doctor. When you go beyond the veil, okay, going beyond the veil is about recognizing. So, okay, in one of my favorite movies, which is Kung Fu Panda 3, okay, there is this moment. If you all have seen Kung Fu Panda 3, awesome. If you haven't, please watch all 3 movies in succession. They are great. They will show you a lot. It's amazing what Kung Fu Panda 3 has and what it unlocked for me. I wish to gift it to all of y'all.
What's the name?
Kung Fu Panda. Kung Fu Panda. And it's about this panda that is wanting to do kung fu. And finally, in the third movie, he asks this question to himself: who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Am I the son of a goose? Am I the son of a panda? Am I a teacher? Am I a student? Am I whatever? Am I a doctor? Am I an engineer? Am I an artist? Am I a man? Am I a woman? And then he realizes that he's all of it. So if you were to recognize that you can be everything, when you begin to go beyond that veil and disconnect from what you think is the truth of you and actually explore what is, yes, Shubhra's yawning, fuck yeah. How does it get better than that? And disconnect from what is not you Then you get to, once you have a connection with you get to play with the whales. So, say you have a business meeting, you put on your mask of the businesswoman. Like I had a call with the 7 steps. So, I put on my facilitator's mask. Is that all that I am? No. Am I only a doctor? No. Am I only a daughter? No. Am I only a woman? No. So, when I say, and when the 7 steps talks to us about going beyond the veil, it's about using it to your advantage, but not continuously being it. Like, if I said that I was only a doctor, then I'd just be sitting and giving you all a speech on medicine right now. I wouldn't have been able to talk about the 7 steps. But now that if I have to put on the doctor mask and I go like, hi, hello, what's your problem? How can I help you? That would be my doctor mask. And then take off that mask, put on the veil of the daughter now that, I've come home. Hi, Ma, how you doing? How's it going? I had this and, this happened and oh my God, it was so great. And like, what a fun day and how cool. Okay, fine, that's done. Take off that mask. Then I have a business meeting. Put on your business mask and go like, okay, we need to get this, and this done. These are already in order, and this needs to be done by tomorrow. And then we have a meeting with this person at this date. I need all of this done. Can you get it done for me? And that is my business mask. Okay, cool. Take off that mask. What if you played with this? This is an invitation to all of y'all to play with it, to see, disconnect from what you think you are, disconnect from what you have defined you are, and reconnect from you from a different space. So, how do we reconnect with ourselves? Step number 5, engage the universe. Universe? What universe? Which universe? What are you talking about, woman? What is this? Some metaphysical show of some, like, what are we gonna do? Like, talk to the universe? What do you mean engage the universe? Engaging the universe is recognizing that you are not alone. It's recognizing that once you pull your barriers down, and so many of you said that you had space and you had lightness, that's because you're letting the what is infinitely present in. You're acknowledging it. It is you with the universe. The universe is you. You are actually that big, and we will get to that because that is step number 7 and 6. So, step number 5 is engaging the universe. When you engage the universe, when you request the universe to contribute to you, you're not alone anymore. You have everything that the universe has to offer at your disposal. Oh, no, no, no. None of y'all are willing to be that potent. Oh my God. How can I even say such a thing? That, like, I should be banned. I should be abolished. Too bad. I'm horrible. I'm like a horrible person. Don't listen to me. Okay? You can stay. It's fine. You cannot talk to the universe. Chalega. Don't talk to the universe. It's a bad thing to talk to the universe. Do you know how different you would be if you spoke to the universe? Oh my goodness. You'd be like a weirdo. You'd be like a fairy. You'd be like a magician if you spoke to the universe and you received from the universe. Not fun, is it? Or is it way too fun? Which is it? What have you decided it is? So, engaging the universe is recognizing that you're not alone. Everything from my laptop to my bed to my chair to the paintings in the room to each and every one of y'all to wherever y'all are, I don't think I'm separate from any of y'all. I think all of y'all are like with me right now, and y'all are with your bodies. The inclusion of the universe and the inclusion of everyone and everything will give you the recognition of how you have so much abundance to play with, so much available to you that you've just locked out because, oh, I'm just a doctor. I can't have that. I'm not creative. I'm not an artist. I can't facilitate class. Don't you understand? My patient is waiting in the hospital for me. When you go beyond the veil and you recognize that there is so much more in the world, there is so much that you haven't explored about you, would you be willing to explore it? Would you be willing to go there? Would you be willing to recognize that the universe is infinite and everything desires to give to you? So, step 5, engage the universe. Step 6, expand your zone. My favorite. Oh my God. My favorite is, I mean, I have a lot of favoriteest things, but this is another one of my ultimo favorites. If I'm ever in a crowded space, if I'm ever in contraction, if I'm ever cranky, if I'm ever upset, if I'm ever like whatever is going on, I know I need to expand. I know then and there, oh, you're not connected. You're not connected to the truth of you. Expand, girl, expand. So I go outside, take a moment. I was like, excuse me, I need to just do something. Just give me a minute. And then go take your time for yourself. Get out of there. Get out of the situation that you're in. Connect to the earth and expand out. So, I mean, I think I'm going to do that in the end, because if I do that, you guys are going to definitely pass out. That's going to be like good night sleep test. Sleep well. For the Indians, at least. For you guys, it'll be very different, because then you will be inviting the night and dinner from a different space. How much fun can you have with that? So yeah, so expand your zone. Like, okay, if I'm dealing with, say, say I'm cooking food, all right? Now, how do you use this in such a scenario where you're just cooking food? And I have, say, 5 ingredients with me on my table, and I'm supposed to make a dish with those 5 ingredients, but I've decided that those are the only 5 ingredients I have that I can use to make my dish. But if I were to expand my zone, maybe go to the fridge and check out what other ingredients I had, I could make a dish with 10 ingredients. I could make a dish with 20 ingredients, or I could make a dish with 1 ingredient. But I'm not limited by just what's available to me in front of me. I'm choosing to go beyond what I can see and go like, oh, there is more. Oh, there is way more. Oh my God, there is a whole lot more that I haven't even thought of. So if you were to expand your zone in every area of your life, how much more fun can you have? How much more of a different perspective would it give you? So say you're upset with somebody and you expanded your zone, you'd have more space first. And you'd also be willing to look at them from a different space. And that upset would no longer have to exist in your world or theirs. I think that's a freaking gift. If you used it and see how it works for you, it might create a lot of magic, which is show me the magic, show me the magic. So phase 3 is establishing true connection. And this is every time I'm not connected, this is my go-to. It is connect with the earth. How many of y'all have recognized the earth? Have you recognized the earth? Have you seen the earth? Have you known the earth? Have you felt the earth? Have you even acknowledged that this earth is living? Have you acknowledged the trees, the air around you, the sun, the grass underneath your feet? Of course, we're all in quarantine for most of this year, so I get it. I get it that, but do you have to is that the only way you can communicate and connect with the earth? Or is there something else? So connecting with the earth desires to gift each and every one of you. Gift your bodies. Gift your life. The earth is an abundant place. Don't take my word for it. Go out there and find out for yourself. Go to a rainforest, go to the ocean, check out check out movies that they have on the earth, and notice there is so much abundance in the biodiversity that this earth is. There is so much, like, there is not a lack of anything on our planet. We are stupid because we create lack. I'm not talking about that. Right now, I'm just talking about our planet, our beautiful, wonderful earth, our wonderful, the being that this earth is. Because she's loud. If you're willing to listen, the earth will tell you things. The earth will show you where to go. How do you think the birds communicate with each other? How do you think birds migrate from one place to another? Why do some terrains appear some way and some terrains don't? Why are there different seasons? Do you recognize the earth works in communion with the whole of the earth? Every part of the earth works in tandem with the other, including us. Do you think animals are the only people who can tell when an earthquake is about to happen? I know for a fact that is not true because I have my sister on this call, and she once predicted two earthquakes when we did an earth session where we communicated with the earth. And she was like, I sense there are going to be two earthquakes. Next morning, she wakes up, there was the first earthquake. Oh, and then within half an hour of that, there was the second earthquake. So please, definitely, if you tapped into your knowing, you know what's going on. And how many of you can have been communicating with the earth and just haven't acknowledged it? How many of you have come here because the earth called you? So, my dears, 7 simple steps. We will do an exercise where we communicate with the earth and we'll expand, and then I'm going to let you guys go. Okay. But before that, do we have any questions? Any questions? Does anyone have any questions? Or are you all bored of me now?
You explained it so beautifully. I think there's no question there. I'm just frozen there. Love you.
Thank you, Mamta. Thank you. Thank you for being here and receiving. You wouldn't have been able to recognize it if you aren't it yourself. Thank you for that. Anyone else have a question?
Can we get this recording, please?
Yes. Yes, you will
Where,
get the recording.
where will we get that?
Um, Message me or
I'm,
message Lorena.
I got the message from your this thing directly. So I think if you send me there.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Also, guys, one more thing. You can use these 7 steps in every area in your life. You can use it in your relationships. You can use it with communicating with people. You can use it in your business. You can use it communicating with your bank accounts, your finances. You can use it with the way you make food, the way you exercise, the way you do everything. It's literally like I find it the humanoid communication guide to this reality and beyond. Full power. Because I mean, it was so difficult for me to communicate with people before. And then now that I've like been working with the steps really intimately, I'm like, wow, what's available is like, dude, I need to get this out there. I need to get people to recognize that this is simple, easy, and highly effective. But it's about the application. And that is not something I or anyone else can do for you. That is
Mhm.
something you have to do for you.
Yeah, and the experience is unique. So sometimes it's gonna work for me some way, gonna work for you in another way, and it's a practice every day. Today, one thing that I used to say is we stay like all life separated from our body. Now, we not communicate, we just reject our body. And when we start these processes, it's like a kid. We have to respect the time. Each day practicing 8-day ask to your body. And yeah, I use it with everything. And 2 weeks ago, before the lockdown, I went to the forest here, and I was like pick up some mushrooms. And in the beginning, was a little bit like, okay, let me connect with this amazing here, with the trees, with the mushrooms, and ask them if they would like to be found by me. Uh, and it was fantastic, it was amazing, like so easy. Understand, like so easy to be there with the animals, with the birds and everything. So my husband, he used to say, oh, you are queen of pick up mushrooms, because I say I just talk with them. I just energetically, I use my energy to talk with them. If they don't want to meet to meet myself, it's fine. So I'm just use the energy, and it's the same way. Take time, but how as as us be open for that in the practice, it's gonna be easy.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That is, thank you for that, Miss Lorena, you beautiful goddess. It's so true. It's just about application. When I first started playing with the steps, I mean, I started playing with it last year, and I kept just applying it and applying it and applying it in different situations and different places, and noticing what would occur when I did that, noticing what would change when I started to apply this in my life. And I was like, wow, it can actually be this easy. It doesn't have to be so tough anymore. And communication can be very simple, even with your awareness, even with all the energy work that all of y'all do or don't do. This can be an addition to you having greater clarity in your whole life, if you're willing to have it, because you're connected to the truth of you. You're functioning from you. And once you have you and you don't disconnect from you, life gets very easy and it gets fun. And then you get to go like, okay, I'm a child again, let's play. Let's play with everything, yay. And I'd like to invite all of you all to explore that space for yourselves, see what it does for you. So we have another 7 steps to flawless communication teacher and my fellow friend and a fellow doctor. And how did I get so lucky that she's on this call? So Dr. Shubhra, would you like to say a few words and talk about what your experience has been with this, with using these 7 steps, and what it's been like and how it's contributed to you?
Um, so it's very interesting that we often don't realize that um, we have been using these steps, but not in a very cognitive way. So what I have started to get is very present about, okay, if there is barriers down, like I really love that step amongst so many others, that you don't feel helpless if there is a reaction coming. And what do? You have a tool, and you just lower down the barriers and change the energy. So it's, you don't even have to say anything, and everything just starts to kind of dissolve, or expanding your zone, and you realize that, oh, you are somewhere, panicking, getting anxious, or getting fidgety. And if you could just sit still for a few minutes and just expand your zone, and at least you don't go into a downward spiral. You stop. You may not be like totally expansive, but at least you don't go down the other direction, connecting to the earth. I mean, very recently I heard in the from so many different sources that if you're not being kind to your body, you're not being kind to the earth. And we have been focusing, like, as doctors, we have been focusing on the physical aspect of that. So how we think kindness to the earth is, oh, you should not throw plastic, you should not throw garbage, and you should be. That's not really, I mean, that's a very superficial level of kindness to the earth. Each one of us, when they are being joyful, we are actually being kind. Each one of us taking care of our body is actually being kind to the earth. And that hit me like really some time back. That was an information that all of us are. I knew it, but that realization moment came, and I said, "Wow, that gives me a very good reason to take care of my body. A good reason and justification. Take care of your body, you'll do some kindness to the earth." So yeah, the connecting, reconnecting, disconnecting has been an interesting journey now with a more conscious knowing. Like you're consciously doing those things. So it just makes it more fun. You just feel like kind of more in control, I would say. Being a control freak, I like can have now more control about the situations about on myself. So I really love that. And seven is like my favorite number, so I really love playing with seven. So it has been a very interesting journey, and I'm still discovering, still, you know, experiencing the magic.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Oh, wonderful. How cool is that?
Yeah. And when I was in my college, I finished college recently, but sometimes in speaking like in English in front of a lot of other people. For me, I like to speak a lot, but in Portuguese it's so easy. But in English, always I was like afraid to be judged, everything. And when I started to use that, sometimes I had like some presentation to speak 5 minutes. 5 minutes you have to say everything in front of like 100 people. I started to use that like we the communication is not only the speak, né? Make much easier when we put this in our mind, né? That I have the way to express. I have like I used to say that when I in Dublin we have a lot of Brazilians living here, and when we met some Brazilians, we don't need to say anything. We just look and say, "This is Brazilian. This is not Brazilian." Just the energy that like we communicate, because people say that we don't have like a specific face, like say, oh, this is Brazilian, this is not, but we recognize each other just with the energy. No? It place, it's people, no? It's a culture that is the energy, and they can identify each other. So this make for me like a lot did a lot in my life. And I say that to people that come here to speak English. I say, your communication, your speak communication, just 15, 25% or less. If you né, use the energy of your body, using your the way to express yourself, né? Be you, and everyone can understand. So it's how the mom understand the baby, né? They don't have that. It's like that. So yeah, the book, when you look, you say, oh, this book like for kids, so simple, né? So small. Like I read it in like 2 days or less, and it keep
In
it.
half an hour.
Yeah, it's so easy. Just because like I was reading the stop, I was doing other things, and today I have like always I take it out. Let me do this exercise. Let me do this exercise. So it's just to do, just to practice, just to make this easy.
Yeah.
I These 7 steps should be teaching the school like
I
obligation.
agree. I
Come
totally
on.
agree. What is it going to take? Because when I first made a demand in my world to learn the language of energy, to learn, because how do you communicate with a baby? How do you communicate with somebody who doesn't speak the spoken word? And in this world, communication has many very different ways of doing that. Like, of course, you talk with your body. There's body language. There's like, what do you call it? There's the social media language. Then there is the spoken word, and there are so many different kinds of way people communicate. But at the end of the day, how do you actually communicate effectively, where you're actually heard, where people not only listen to you but can perceive and feel it as well from such an authentic space that it's undeniable, that it's felt, it's known, it's present, and inviting people to themselves. So when I started to make a demand to find out what the language of energy is, and the 7 steps came into my life, I was like, wow, that, oh my goodness, this is fantastic. And if you don't use all the steps together once, just to see what it does. Don't do that. It would be bad for you. It would be very bad. Your life would get very easy, but don't do it. Tell a humanoid not to do something. Don't do it. Don't do it. It would be make you very weird and very different. But I really, really am so, so grateful for Miss Cass Thomas for writing this book and for who she is in the world and who she be is. Because I mean, and what she invites you to is this level of presence. What we all, with the 7 steps, all of us teachers are inviting all of y'all to is this presence, kindness, gratitude, joy, engaging the universe, communicating with you from such a different space, from the truth of you, from what you know should have been your guideline when you were 2 years old and no one told it to you, and no one freaking gave it to you because when you were two, you were naturally being it. And then people were like, no, no, that's not how you should be. Contract some more. Come on, you can contract, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Conform, become a robot. And then you lose connection to you. And then to break out of that. And for some people in the explosion class can be highly intense because when that happens, when it breaks, and when you get in touch with you, it is like magic, pure magic unraveling when a person communicates with themselves for the first time and their bodies for the first time. Oh boy, is it fun? Is it nice? The world changes as a result of it. So I invite all of y'all to begin the communication with you, to begin exploring what communication can actually be. Not what you've been taught, not what you've been sold, not what you've been told, but what it actually is and how do you use it in your everyday to day life. Because technically you're communicating with everything anyway. You just haven't acknowledged it. So if you were to acknowledge it and actively do it from a place where you are involved in that communication, highly actively present as you become an active participant in your living. You become an active participant in your business. You become an active participant in your relationship. You become an active participant in your life. And then you get to invite others to become an active participant in theirs. What a gift. How did I get so lucky? How did we get so lucky? And I'm so grateful for each and every one of you all for being on the call and for being willing to go here. Excuse me. See, this is when my body releases something. In my first explosion class, I couldn't stop sneezing. And Cass looks at me and she's like, what's your body trying to tell you? And I'm like, yeah, I've been asking that for a while now. And we got some amazing awarenesses out of it. But yeah.
It's just your body requesting water.
Absolutely.
I love to play with my body with this energy with food. Like I have losing weight just asking for my body. Like, okay, what would you like to eat? And I feel like
I think people
so
need to
nice.
wake up to the idea that maybe the weight gain is a lie. Just or weight loss is also a lie. Your body will guide you to whatever you would like to get to with great ease if you allowed it. But
Uh-huh.
very, very well kept secret. The government and all doesn't want you to know that their systems will break down. Don't.
Uh-huh. It is like totally empower. If you would like to empower your life, give your life back to your body.
Oh
Just
wow, love that. Thank you for that. Wow, I'm gonna write that down. If you'd like to empower your life, give your life back to your body.
yeah,
Fantastic.
because
Absolutely.
yeah, we pretend that we have we have this, but how you said is our body. They think it make it so easy, like
Yeah.
change it totally. It's easy sometimes to say that because we are at that space. I think that's the most of the people here, but it just
Apply it, apply it, apply it,
yeah.
apply it, apply it, apply it, apply it. See what it happens. See what it does. Apply it. Don't take our word for it. We've tried and tested it. We can give you examples from our lives, but you gotta go and try and test it in your own to see what it does and how it creates. Any other questions? Anything else? Dr. Shubhra, do you have anything else to say?
It was an amazing call. That's all I will say because, yeah, it was really diving deep.
Oh my God, amazing, amazing, amazing.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much. Yeah.
You all are
And
so welcome.
yeah, and
I
if
don't know how to be any other way.
you
Even during the barriers down exercise, I was like, do I have barriers right now? How am I going to do this with people? Like, I don't have any barriers right now. And I'm just like, okay, oh, barriers, where are you? Where are you? And then I was, okay, it was very interesting. Yes.
oh, guys, I would just would like to share like some if you'd like to know more about the 7 steps. Yeah.
And the book,
Yeah, the book we have
a
here.
little white potent book.
Yeah, in English and in Portuguese. If there is someone here in Dublin or in Ireland, I have some copies in Portuguese, so I can send by post. And
Yeah.
yeah, can get here in the Access Conscience, sure. And yeah, so you have more information about Kaz, this amazing woman that created the book, that wrote the book. Yeah, so
Please most definitely go check Cass out. Oh, and she's worth checking out if you haven't seen her already. She's very, very
oh
sexy.
yeah, let me just one more here, the more information about the 7 steps.
And there are upcoming events. You can find classes. There are different facilitators all over the world who do the prelude classes as us teachers can. And then Cass does this amazing explosion class, which I highly recommend. Like, wow, that the explosion is rightfully named. It is an explosion of multiple ways, places you will explode. It's quite cool. So go check that out. And thank you all for being here. Thank you so much for going with me and introducing yourself to the world of 7 steps.
Thank you so much for this.
You're so welcome. Thank you for being here. But I'm not done with you all. I did say that we would do connecting to the earth and an expansion exercise as well. So then y'all can all go to sleep after that. It's fine. The Indians can go to sleep and the Portuguese can go and have fun in the place that you're in and enjoy the expansion and enjoy the connect to your body and let's play. Let's play.
Yeah.
Oh,
I would like to do the invitation if everyone could like open the camera to take one picture.
yes.
Yeah, what do you take? Hello.
Would you guys be willing to come off
Oh,
camera?
so nice. Faces, beautiful people.
Why have I not been seeing your faces up until now? Oh my goodness.
Let me see, and I don't know if the others are okay. If you don't want.
Would you guys so I guess some of the Indians it is about like 11:58 p.m. over here. Like almost
Yeah,
12
yeah.
in the
So this
night.
now is very relaxed. So let it go there. I'm gonna
But
take.
I did get a picture
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I was so grateful.
Ah, there is coming on Marco. Let it go.
Oh,
Cool. Let me just double check it here because sometimes let it go. Yeah, one more and go. And say it. Thank you. Good.
obrigada. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So okay, so now Oh, this is something I really love doing. Okay, you're gonna hear that a lot if you come and work with me. Like there are lots of things that I love, and there are a lot of things that you love that you can then acknowledge that you love it.
Yes.
And just
So
okay,
yeah, guys, thank you so much.
thank you for
Thank you so
having me,
much, Sasha.
Lorena.
Thank
Thank
you
you
so much,
for
everyone. So
my journey with consciousness and with like all of this started with a number that was 711, and I started seeing 711 everywhere, which is really
uh-huh.
interesting. And 711, it kept popping. It was when I was in my final year MBBS, just finishing with medicine, and I just kept seeing 711 everywhere. And today is 711.
Oh my God.
So I'm just like, all right, universe, let's go.
And remember that we were chose the date. I said, "Oh, keep it this date. Keep it this date." It was not something that we had planned to be 7-Eleven.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Really nice. Okay, guys. Thank you, and see everyone soon.
Oh wait, are we not doing the expansion exercise? Do they?
Oh my God! Yeah.
Mind.
How?
I don't know. We can end it here. It's fine. We're good.
No.
I have no problem. Whatever rocks you guys both.
And if everyone would you like to talk something, share more, we still have time to, no?
Yes, we do. We do. Technically, we have half an hour more.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone have any questions? Elizabeth, Sandra.
Yeah, would you like would you like to talk something? She said that was the first
Hello.
time.
Hello.
Hello, everyone. I'm Elizabeth. I'm Brazilian.
Oh, nice.
Yes, I live in Dublin for a
That's
few
cool.
years, and it's
Wonderful.
amazing. I like this is my first time I connect with my body. I love the experience. It's amazing. I'm
Cool.
so happy. I copy the links, and this is my the next step to understand more about this. And
Uh-huh.
Lorena, I will contact you soon.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, I think it's easy
Welcome.
for me. You have one contact in Dublin. It's near.
Uh-huh. Cool.
And Portuguese, it's of course.
Load the bus, load the bus.
Receive,
But
receive. Yes, yes, absolutely.
yeah,
Uh,
but I think it's easy to sometimes I think to understand more in
yeah,
my native language. And I have some holistic course, but not a lot. I start this like 1 year ago, and
oh,
but I love this experience. I think Dublin, it's it's
yeah,
amazing country to develop this energy.
yeah. The energy. I don't know if you have been here, but the energy here, I was just say that there is like some big doors. Now we
Yeah,
open like some portal. I don't know if in English we used to say
yeah.
that, but like big doors and say, "Oh my God, where I am."
I think here I have more time to myself. I think in Brazil,
Mhm.
my
Yeah.
life it was crazy. I think here I have more time to take care. I think with myself, it's very
Okay.
important. And then
Sure.
now I think I will help a lot of people, not only here but in Brazil too. I think it's easy for me now to
Mm.
connect for everyone.
That's
And I
one.
like this experience, like the time for me.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the 7 steps.
Okay, but thank you very much
Yeah.
for the time,
Thank
for
you.
the exercise, for the experience.
You're
I like too much this. It's a pleasure
So,
for me to
welcome.
participate in this group.
thank you for being here.
Thank you.
No?
Thank you
Amazing.
very much for everyone.
Okay, without further ado, we are not yet done. I am going to take you on a little bit of a minor journey, and then we will call it a night and a day, and the evening,
Good.
and then guys can head to dinner. Okay, so again, connect your feet. If you're lying down, lay down, no problem. Put your hands on your body and close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Relax. Breathe and relax. Connect to the body. Say hi to the body. And now let your awareness, or let there be imagine an imaginary line going down from your heart through your body all the way down into the earth, deep into the earth, and let it go further deep into the earth, and say hi to the earth. Hi, earth. And now, as you relax with the earth, let's do some expansion, shall we? So expand out, expand over all of Dublin, all of India, all of the planet, while connected to the earth and connected to you and to your body. Now expand out while connected to the earth into the galaxy. Say hi to all the planets and expand out. And expand more. Go into the multiverse with all of the galaxies. Let it encompass every single molecule in the universe till you reach the outer edges of the universe. Breathe. And expand out some more. And go beyond the outer edges of the universe as well. Stay connected to the earth and expand it as big as the outer edges of the universe, and keep expanding. And some more, and some more, and some more, and some more. What if you all lived from this space and communicated from this space? How much more easier can your life, your living, and everything in it get? And how much more fun can you invite, and more magic from this space? Universe, show me the magic. Body, show me the magic. Show me the magic. Show me the magic. Some of you are choosing to contract. It's okay. You can just expand back out. Relax into your body and expand out. It's all right. It's okay to be this expanded. Engage with all the molecules of the universe. Say hi to everything. And acknowledge you. I thank each and every one of y'all for being on. Whenever y'all are ready, you can open your eyes.
Thank you so much, everyone. The energy here is so good.
Thank you so much.
Y'all are most welcome. Thank you so much for being on. Thank you so much for playing. And nobody has to contract. You can stay in this space and be in this space. Thank you, everyone, for letting your magic show up. And how much more? How much more would you allow your magic to show up?
Spread this energy.
Yes, absolutely. And invite everyone you meet to it. So, my dear, that is 7 simple steps to connect to you, the universe, the earth, and from the truth of you, all magic is possible. Everything that you desire can be actualized. And you no longer have to live as a contraction anymore. So please go check out the 7 steps. Please come play with us, come engage with us, ask us questions, and go check out Miss Cass Thomas, the creator of the 7 steps and the wonderful, amazing being that she is. And we invite you all to play with us some more. There's going to be a lot more on 7 steps. We're having all the teachers are going to be doing some Facebook lives for all of you all, and we're going to be talking more about these steps. From the 14th to the 20th of December, from the 14th to the 20th of November, and from the 7th to the 20th of December, and then Jan as well. And then there are some explosion classes coming, some prelude classes. I'm going to be doing a book club and a prelude class. Please get in touch with me if any of you all are interested in exploring more of this and establishing a even greater connection to you. It's a great pleasure doing this. I love it. I thoroughly enjoy it. And I'm so grateful that y'all are willing to go. Have a great, great, great night. And depends on what you, I can create a WhatsApp group. Maybe, who knows? We can create a WhatsApp group. Like I have a different WhatsApp group for different things, but yeah. Find me on Facebook, on Instagram, and on WhatsApp. I think my number is posted somewhere. Otherwise, you'll find me. I'm not very difficult to find.
Let me see here if I can just share Instagram so I can share here with
Yeah. So you guys can connect with me at any time. Please ask me more questions if you all are interested. It's such a great pleasure to talk about these steps. They're so unique and so easy. So come play.
Yeah, here's Sasha, Instagram.
Thank you, Miss Lorena.
Welcome.
I get so lucky to have you.
And yeah, so yeah, and here is my name if anyone would like to join. Cool.
Come play, look for the 7 steps in the world and play with them. Please play, 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 play. Get the book if you can. The book is amazing. There's always more when you read this book. I've read it like 3 or 4 times now, maybe even 6 or 7. I don't even remember, but I pick up the book and just go like, what do I require to see here? And the book just shows me. It's amazing. Please, please come check out the 7 steps. Easy, simple. Are you willing to be that unites us, then separates us?
Yes. Go.
Obrigada, 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 obrigada.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So nice to have you here.
Yeah.
Thank you all.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome, Harish. So good to see you.
Yes.
Amazing, amazing. Danke.
Oh.
Gracias, gratidão, obrigada, salute, ciao, and see you on the other side. Thank you, Lorena. Thank you so much. You're on mute, darling.
Oh, yeah, sorry. My internet was a little bit crazy, but we come back. Okay. See you guys. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Bye
Lorena.
bye.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Mwah.
Lorena.
Thank you. Bye bye. See you.
Bye.